Eh, na Ghana for mutrimo den sa. Nansia ye free mu niama akoso na mon kanchre. Well, the Catholic bishops condemns Carnival Festival and are demanding probe. Apparently, there are lots of things that are going on in this country and you people are not telling us. Say just. So, as a carnival because, so I don't know if you are very familiar with some of the carnivals that go on, especially in the Caribbean, with regards to some of these street carnivals and festivals. Are very popular in the Caribbean. Not knowing, Bako Koso Ghana. Bako Koso Ghana, Ama Catholic Bishop Conference for Omodja. Omodja, to the extent, say, what they are saying, I don't even know whether you agree with them or not. But I have some one or two to share. With regards to what they are saying. But I would want us to enter into what your friend said, the conversation that they are bringing on board, so that we can just weigh a quick gist on the side. But let's read the story on Ghana Web. The story is on Ghana Web, and it is with them. It says the Catholic bishop demand probe into Carnival Kingdom Festival. Carnival Kingdom Festival. Omuchema, they are demanding probe into the Carnival Kingdom Festival. Apparently, that is the name of that particular event. So this is live on Roland Report. Subscribe, share your views in the comment section. Let me hear from you. Let me know what you think. Let's go straight into the conversation. So it says the Catholic bishops demand probe into Carnival Kingdom Festival. The Ghana Catholic Bishops' Conference has called for an immediate investigation into the recent Carnival Kingdom Festival, condemning acts of public nudity witnessed during the event. In a statement issued on Tuesday, May 5, 2026, on Facebook and signed by the President Most Reverend Matthew Kwesi Jemfi, the conference described the incident, which took place from April 22nd to 28, 2026, as an affront to Ghanaian values and a breach of country's laws. The bishops expressed concern that participants involved in the event reportedly received police protection. Ochra, the kuomon kra ni police for no mosaka wana no mobom humbain. And he says, this is a quote, he says, the event was an eyesore, denigrated our values as a nation and breached the laws of our land. The statement said, citing Section 278 of the Criminal Offences Act 1960 Act 29. The conference questioned the role of the state institutions in the organization of the festival and called for a full probe into the circumstances surrounding it. It also raised concerns about what it described as a growing importation of foreign cultural practices that conflict with Ghana's legal and moral standards. It says, we, pastors of our land, unequivocally condemn the act of public nudity and call for immediate investigation into the role of the state institutions and the importation of cultural practices, the bishop stated. The conference further questioned the presence of police officers at the event and asked who authorized security protection for participants. Says, who approved the permits and the deployment of police to protect participants engaged in public nudity. The Statement Act. It said the presence of police raises serious concerns about official oversight and whether state agencies are tasked with maintaining public order may have failed in their duties. And another quote says, the conference is deeply concerned that state agencies responsible for protecting public order may have facilitated rather than prevented this misconduct. The bishops also backed calls by members of parliament for Asim Fosu, joining Team Fojo for investigations into the matter. On the broader issues of cultural practices, the conference said foreign events cannot override Ghana's laws and social values. And it says an imported event cannot claim exemption from Ghanaian law, cultural exchange, and must respect the host nation's law and values and the statement stressed. The conference urged all stakeholders to allow any investigations to proceed without political interference. It further recommended an impartial investigation with public findings, a review of event permitting processes, an inquiry into the police deployment, and the national discussion on acceptable cultural expressions in public spaces. It says provision of police protection for acts that breach the criminal code represents a serious failure of official duty. Enforcement of laws is urgently needed, the statement added. Well, the statement there, it is online for everybody to see. But you see, I have some one or two to share. I don't know if you know this particular carnival. It is very common in the Caribbean. When you go to the Caribbean, very common. Very common in such instances. But I don't know what you make of it. But let's go and take a quick bite into some of these carnivals or what happened at the Catholic Bishop Conference or the National Catholic Secretariat. Release your friend is saying a statement to that effect. Taking over this soul. Taking over this soul. Taking over this soul.
No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up. No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up. No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
So, welcome back. You see, this is a very interesting conversation, and a quick one. I would want to just share my quick 2 cents on it and call it a day. You see, it is very interesting that situations like this, we have institutions of this nature or of this magnitude quickly coming up to share their views and opinions, calling people to order, calling people out, including government institutions. Me, I would not say I am against it or I am for it. Besides, there is an investigation going on and I would want to wait for that investigation to finish. My personal take on this particular conversation or this particular event, I am not against it. Why? Because for me, it is in my environment. It is in my forte. I mean, there are lots of positives that I see from this particular event. As much as it is an imported culture, one, I am also looking at some of the positive aspects that comes with hosting an event of this nature, especially in Ghana. If I am saying I'm to list and a tall list, but let's look at it this way. These people also raised, and I'm talking about the National Catholic Secretariat, also raised issues concerning the Ghana laws. I mean, these are things that we cannot compromise, obviously. But funny enough, I think where these people are coming from, they are not coming from a state where it is about breaking the laws of Ghana. That is how I feel. I believe it is based on religious and moral grounds. And that is where they may be coming from. Religious and moral grounds. And if it is religious and moral grounds, we know where this is going to end. Perhaps Obishe Baby Achale, we know how sometimes some of these things work. And unfortunately, this is it. Unfortunately, this is it too. This is where it is coming from. So for me, I ask myself, so okay, what about other days that certain things happen in the country that concerns that derives or demands national discourse? How about situations like that? Or is it only about when it thrives on the lines of only religious and morals? That is when you see them. But issues that concerns that even are termed as national emergencies, we may not see them. We may not see them. And apart from statements like this, what again? What again? Besides, we've seen so many things that happen, or we know so many things that happen that sometimes you would even need them to even throw in a word or two, but they go dead silent. They go dead silent. We know crises that have befell this particular nation. You hear issues or letterheads like this to be writing statements concerning the state, but you will not see them. Unfortunately. But when it comes to issues like this, yes, that is when you see them. But let's call for issues concerning Galamsey, how to curb it, issues of national crisis, national emergency. You will not see them. You will never see them. And sometimes it is sad when some of these situations happen, and these are some of the statements that we see. As for some of the positives that come with this particular event there, in fact, if I am to even make a list, it is going to be a tall list. It is going to be a tall list. But me, I hope this particular statement is not coming from a religious and moral lines, else we will lose it. We will lose it completely. Because there are so many things that go on in this country that sometimes we need statements from some of these quarters, unbiased, yet we don't get them. But I don't know what you think, but this is the statement coming from the National Catholic Secretariat. My name is Roland Amati. I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.